We're just a lonely podcast just trying to make it in 2019. Please cut us a break. Please. Cut you a break. I'll show you a break. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm just saying, there's enough room for all of us. How about I give you 10%? 10%? Nah, bro. Hey, what's going on here? The podcast is too good. The voices are amazing. Shit. We should help them. No, the way I see it is, we go out there, we'll get killed too. That's bullshit. We have to get out there and do something. Look, we go out there. Damn. Shit.
And we are recording. So, last time you want to see the camera for a second, dog, so I need to put the shit on. Okay. You cannot minimize when you are recording this meeting. Okay, Zoom. All right, whoa.
Alright.
Whoa.
That's how it's got to be. All right.
We just got to avert our eyes, I guess.
Man. All right. Cool.
All right. Intros. Okay, guys, where's the damn? Is that the camera? Am I looking at the camera? Oh yeah, you looking right at it. Does it look like I'm looking at it?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna talk to you for a minute. Guess who's back? We have the incomparable, amazing Cooley Swerve in the house. How's it going, man?
It's cool, brother. Cool, brother. You got the immaculate, most coolest, smoothest moving, and all of it. It's King Chemo Green as he ignites with you. We're gonna come to you guys direct as we always been, and got a lot of good material to talk about today. So hopefully you've been in tune with what's been going on lately. If not, better bring those channels to us. Get your ass ready.
Get your motherfucking ass ready, cause guess what? We got the visuals going on. We smoking ganja. We got Bob Marley in the background. It's a little artwork of mine over there. And thank you for the point, man. Appreciate it.
Gotta let them know, man.
Gotta let them know, because guess what? This is the Let's Get Paid podcast, and we are live with the visual, bitch. Yeah.
For that live song, folks.
So it's a lot of shit to talk about, guys. We got a lot of things to really get into here. Got to lay it out like the old days, with the little Internet Explorer shit. So we're going back to form a little bit, but with a little more for you, a little extra to go on top of that ice cream sundae that we are providing.
How many scoops you giving them, man? You giving them 2 scoops, 3, 1? Kind of Sunday you giving it to them, man?
So they're about to get the whole gallon.
Oh, that's generous. Y'all better enjoy it. Thank you, sir.
But yeah, better enjoy this generous helping and heaping of some motherfucking entertainment for you guys, because we're gonna go way back and talk about something that's near and dear to my heart. When I say near and dear to my heart, I'm talking about that Motorola Razr.
The Motorola Razr.
If you
Wow.
haven't seen this, you need to check this shit out because it is absolutely crazy. I mean,
Are we in the year 2019 and we talking Motorola Razr, man?
we are talking Motorola Razr in the year 2019. I've always tell people I've even been contemplating about going back to a flip phone just for that feel. I said if they ever re-released the flip phone, I'd be all over it. And god damn it, if these goddamn smartphones don't be listening, because they got right on it after I made that request. So you guys can thank me personally for that. This is something that a lot of you hadn't asked for, but I've been asking for it. And I think they're definitely trying to supply it. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that just makes you feel good to think about. Like, let's say you get really pissed.
Yeah. We all get pissed, perturbed, angry, upset. You know.
All that. You get really pissed, right? And you want to like hang up the phone on somebody. You could easily go click, just like that, and it's over with.
I remember that, man. Back in the day, getting in an argument with shorties. Yeah, fuck you, nigga. You ain't.
There you go.
No, the tone said, you ain't.
You could do that thing where you look at your phone and be like, well, I ain't finna pick this shit up. But it's a littler screen that you're looking at. You might even have a picture on there.
Man, you talking about what was it, polyphonic ringtones or whatever, man? Where we didn't even have the real actual sounds. It was just, well, I'm sorry, it was sound. It wasn't the real actual instruments. It was just some type of almost video game type tunes, man.
I remember that shit. We thought we was doing something with those shits.
Yeah.
This is shortly after you were recording the ringtone on your phone. Everybody trying to get the right ringtone, just right type of quality. They're turning the volume down on the speaker, putting the phone real close. You know, people had all type of methods. I had methods. I used to be the king of that shit. You know, I mean,
yeah, we used to Bluetooth them shits in class, man.
Yeah, dog. Yeah.
Like, man, I got this shit on the straight. I'm gonna give you that, you know. Yeah.
Ringtones were becoming like Pokemon. And then when they actually started letting you use MP3s as ringtones, that was crazy. That's when I started clipping them up in the Acid Pro and rendering them out and dropping the exact part of the song I wanted as my ringtone.
And you wanted somebody to hit you up in class. That should go off and it'd be like, oh, that's the ringtone this man got. Okay. Like, that song just came out 3 hours ago. How this nigga got the ringtone? Hey, I don't reveal my sources. Just know I got that if you need that.
I'll tell you, man, like, it's to the point where you can't walk around with the stock ringtone no more. You can't. I mean, even now they kind of give you shit about it. I mean, some of these stock ringtones be kind of hard. But
yeah, step the game up, definitely.
It's not expressive. It's not personal. It's not descriptive of you. And that's the whole point. You want this shit to be descriptive of who you are. And I think with this Motorola flip phone, if you hadn't seen it, we're going to go ahead and give you a look at it right now. Let's get the share up. Oh, yeah, we're still sharing.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is the motherfucking caring. And here we are. So.
Oh, that's just nice.
Make sure I'm sharing the right screen.
That shit is nice.
I don't think I'm sharing the right screen. I don't think y'all see what I'm seeing right now.
Well, I see it, and I'm telling y'all, that shit is nice.
We'll put it right back up. There you go. Now you're looking at it. Now you probably seen it the first time too, but now you see it for real. This is what it looks like. Look at that thumbprint joint in the middle right here.
That's full utilization of the whole phone. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Full utilization of the whole phone. Like, you got closed. This shit's down there bezel-less. These are all touch buttons and shit. What are you gonna do? You can't lose like this. You can't lose. Check this out. You thought that was crazy? There is more. Hold on. Where's it at? Shit, damn.
Son of a bitch.
What it is? Just give you the whole layout here. It looked like that picture came. Shit.
Oh, that's actually say, okay.
Here we go. I'm gonna go over here. I'll just click up here, show you. But yeah, this is three-way. So yeah,
Fully extends out and it becomes a touchscreen.
comes a touchscreen.
Whoa.
Then it can fold in. And you got that right there with all this right here. So fully extended, closing, closed. So this is probably how you would hold it up to your ear so you can still get that old, elbow lean going on. Because you can't elbow lean with these phones nowadays.
Nah, it's just straight.
Shoulder lean. I mean shoulder lean, not elbow lean. Elbow lean is like, you can't do that, period. That's not going to work. With no
Ha.
phone. But this fucking Motorola Razr, you go ahead and do that if you want to. Go ahead and fold it up some.
You know what? Out of box, let's see you make a case for that shit, huh? All you cell phone companies out there, we got the bomb case before the phone even come out. I want to see your prototypes. Let me see how you make this case for a flip phone that turns into a touchscreen phone with the flip. Let me see how y'all do this.
I'm actually kind of interested to see how they go about it my damn self, because it doesn't sound logical. It's like, those phones back then barely had cases. They had cases, but they weren't really cases. They were like leather joints and shit.
It was like a little leather elastic that you would kind of quickly swoop in there, and you would still leave the back exposed. So if you dropped it, you would still fuck up the back where it flips open.
Yeah. It was just a little more protection than usual for your phone. The phones were really kind of made sturdy back then. Dropping a phone, it's a little harder to break it back then than it is now. So I think it's all about how you have your phone positioned when it drops. But yeah, man, we are here with the visuals. We can't forget that that's happening right now. I could do shit like this. There y'all go. A little bit for you guys. It's called Asian Fantasy. I hope you like it.
Smoke said hi. Hello there.
Yeah. That's smoke for you guys. That looks really cool. Point at the camera. You guys. Hey. There you go. We got the two-hand point going on. You can't stop this. What is happening here? This is the Let's Get Paid podcast. You don't know what's going on. You don't.
Man, I'm excited, man. I'm gonna check one of these razors out, man. Like, I might go ahead and fall and get an extra line. Just kind of live some nostalgia. See it like new age, man.
Yeah. It's definitely something to look at and marvel at a little bit, guys. Because it's letting us know that it's pretty much coming back to form. I was just talking about how, like, everybody's phone's starting to look the same. Only thing different is the case.
That's it. If you got the S8, you got the S9, you got the Note 8, you got the Note 9. Only slight variations for each phone. Same thing with the iPhone X, iPhone XR, or I'm sorry, iPhone 10, iPhone 10R. For those who are very technical about their terms, but yeah, bro. You've seen one phone, you pretty much seen them all. Like, I believe the smartphone itself is it's coming to an end.
It really is. We're gonna see things like they're gonna treat these phones like movies now. You already know this is gonna inspire more old thoughts. So let me put it to you this way: I'm gonna go ahead and make my prediction now, bro. I think we could look forward to a sidekick.
I'd
Now,
like to see that.
I would love if we bring back the flip phone. We have to bring back the sidekick.
I would definitely like to see that. Man,
That shit went so hard. It was one of the coolest looking phones I ever seen. That shit just flip open like ta-da. And it was bulky enough to make you feel like you was getting your money's worth, but light enough to where it was like able to be moved, durable enough to be dropped, but still had enough screen on the front to do damage. What?
think about how I gotta make mine quick fast. I gotta put the numbers in my sidekick fast.
If you could do that shit, you just like, what's your number?
Smooth, man.
That's the only thing you could pass it to chicks to like put their number in though. You know, sidekicks was kind of like a guy phone.
It was.
It wasn't really like something girls were into.
Like, you had some girls that had them because I think they did have some pink ones or whatever. And I remember LRG had a sidekick too, T-Mobile. But
wasn't that the last real sidekick?
I believe so, bro. I believe so.
I think some could even probably consider that them trying to revamp it then.
Yeah.
Nokia. That was a Nokia sidekick. The original one. I thought that shit was Nokia.
I think it was because it started with two ways. We went from pagers, cell phones. No, we went from pagers, two-way cell phones. So yeah, Motorola made the two ways. So the sidekick, it had to have been either made by Nokia or Motorola. Fuck it, we got Google, man.
You do it. We right here in front of a fucking. Let's pull it up. Show them. We'll show y'all, and we'll learn together. We'll find out what the hell. I'm gonna just type in
each one, teach one.
Nokia
together.
Side. Okay, we already got one search coming up. Yep.
Yes.
So Nokia did have an iteration.
It was Nokia.
Speaking of the pink one, I seen that one over there.
Yeah.
So look at that.
I wanted that one. I didn't get that one. I got the other one. I forgot the model I had, but yeah, that was definitely a hot one right there, man. I remember these cats from UPS was stealing them shits, man, out the box. Like as they were shipping to customers. Of course, one of them got fired for doing that shit, man. But that's how hot a phone that was back then. Like you had a sidekick, walk up to a chick, hey, what's up? What's your name, hey? What's your number? She like instantly like bait. Mm-hmm.
The little ball used to light up when you get a call.
Yeah.
I want the ball back. I want the ball back. You guys bring the fucking ball back. Bring it right here. That shit right there.
Yeah.
Cause that shit was dope. So yeah, we want a Sidekick 5. Sidekick 2019. Just drop the whole number thing. This is a whole new Sidekick. Bring it back.
Yeah, because we pretty much seen it all with the smartphones. Like, you might as well take a step back. I did hear people say that they were going to start minimizing smartphones and bring out dumb phones, which is basically the old phones that we had, the original cell phones. But I like mine because I can do a lot of shit on my Note 9. Like,
Note 9 go hard.
Man, nasty.
The fucking stylus got Bluetooth and shit.
Yeah, I'm taking pictures across the room and shit. You know, if I want to, I can set up and all that, man. It's a wonderful phone, man. Wonderful.
It's called Get Work Done phone.
Yes. Very productive. Very productive.
You can do a lot. You can do a lot with a lot of these phones, but that Note 9 is a threat.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. But we gotta definitely get excited about this futuristic sidekick that's gonna come out.
Mm.
That's gonna crush them all.
And if they put a pin with that shit,
that's overkill.
Hey, we gotta patent that right now. Trademark. Let's Get Paid podcast. Hold on.
Yeah,
that's some of my ideas now. Hold on.
I just started dating the videos on YouTube, so y'all niggas in trouble. At first, these videos had no date. Isn't that amazing? You didn't even know when it was uploaded. What?
Yeah.
So now we're gonna have dates on each video. That's crazy. Learning as we go.
You heard it first.
Cause guess what? We got that shit. We're gonna trademark that shit. So y'all sit here and that fact, Nokia, if you put a stylus on that bitch, you gotta pay us.
It's intellectual property, my friend.
We want 5%. We want 5%. We ain't even trying to be greedy with it, man. Just give us our bread. You know what I mean? Nokia, put the bread right there.
Along with the ball.
Put the bread and the ball right there. The BBs. But yeah. So let's have a look at that pink one.
Yeah, that was the one for the ladies.
So yeah, like he was saying, they had it's a really nice magenta color though. I could see somebody rocking that really nice. Look at the little buttons right there. They probably light up a girly color. You know, it's nice. It was a nice deal. I don't even know what that one. That might have been.
This was back in 2009. So technically, man, it's like 10-year anniversary. I wouldn't see why not, man.
Y'all are missing the opportunity here, Nokia. Where the fuck have y'all been anyway? Where have y'all been?
Yeah. This is like a reunion, you know?
It really is, though. I think Motorola's coming to the scene. Y'all, you need to come to the scene because that's how it used to be. It used to be Motorola versus Nokia.
Yep.
Nokia came out with the fucking brick phone for the Metro. And they was holding it down for a minute with that rubber circle on the front. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
I remember.
And you get the Tweety Bird case for it. Winnie the Pooh case. I know how y'all chicks is doing back then. But yeah.
Nostalgia, man.
Nostalgia. While we're on the subject, that does remind me of, this is an awesome segue. We were just talking about this the other day. I think we should let you guys in on the convo. Now that you can see us. But because it's in 3D now. No, I'm joking.
Well, say, hold on. They didn't bring their glasses, man. They ain't prepared for the 3D cast.
I would have reached through your screen their way. That's how live we is. But nah, real talk though. We was talking about how like it's a lot of things that are going on now that wouldn't fly. Oh, hold on, how we say it?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
There's a lot of things that are going on now. Well, you could say that wouldn't fly back then, like 10 years ago.
And in reverse too. Like there's a lot of things that went on back then that definitely wouldn't fly now.
Mm-hmm. So it's just like we could take movies like Rush Hour. We're talking about Chris Tucker was saying some definitely racist things. Like Jackie Chan was singing some black songs. It's just a lot of shit going on. I was just like, hey, we were cool with it. We wanted to see that back then.
I'm sorry, man. That is hilarious. Like my man Jackie Chan, like I love him, man, for his charisma and his intensity that he puts in his roles when he plays in Rush Hour, man. Because like that chemistry between him and Chris Tucker is there. It's almost Jackie is trying to bring out the best of Chris Tucker, and Chris Tucker bringing out the best of Jackie, man. But when that dude gets to singing, man, it's like he really gets into it, man. Like, but nowadays that's considered, it's offensive, to those. Like, why are we using this as a joke? But that's what makes us human. Like, we need to be able to step back from the seriousness and the reality of things, and just be able to joke, man. Like, not to the point where a person is sobbing and they're like damn near about to jump off a bridge. Like, no, we don't want that. We don't want you to feel like you're alienated. Everybody's out to make you the butt of a joke. No, but that's the beauty of life. You need to be able to sometimes step back at the seriousness of things and just laugh, man. Like,
Yeah,
that's where I'm coming from, man.
that's some real shit right there. Like you gotta think about that. Like I think that's what like we kind of lost sight of that a little bit. You know, we used to laugh extra hard at certain jokes, even though they were inappropriate. But that was part of the funniness. You know, it's a lot of things I do like and respect about the way we are nowadays, like how we're acting towards women,
Oh yeah.
and how I'm seeing a lot less booty shaking music videos. I noticed that a long time ago. Like when they cut Uncut off, I was like, okay, we're past this now. There's no more. There's nothing to stay up for after 12 o'clock.
Man, today's youth will never know what uncut was like.
Shit, never.
They'll never know. Never.
That shit was like a secret club or some shit, and you had to be up mad late to catch it. I think like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, like it was like around 2:30, 3 o'clock. Yeah. And it was only for like maybe almost 2 hours or an hour and a half. I can't remember.
It wasn't even that long, dog. That shit was just about at most an hour, if it was anything.
See, I'm like old school Atlanta, man. So I used to stay up like, because I had a television in my room ever since I was like 5 years old. So I would stay up and watch Camp TV.
Ooh,
I would watch, of course, BT Uncut.
ooh,
End up watching Mama's Family and like,
okay.
different movies that would come on USA like Pet Cemetery, Chucky. When MASH came on, lights out, time to go to bed.
Nobody fucked with MASH.
Time to go to bed.
I heard good things about that show later on in life. I ain't even gonna lie.
I never got around to watching it again, but I knew as a child, when MASH came on, it was time to go to bed, man.
It was that theme song. It just sounds so sad. But I was just like, I don't want to see this shit. It used to come on right after The Simpsons for me.
Yeah, or Mad TV, dog, something like that, man.
Yeah.
Like they would do another rerun of Mad TV, and then,
I think it really was on more than one night a week, dog.
oh yeah,
I think MASH went into syndication at some point. Well, I'm pretty sure it was in syndication by that point when we were seeing it, because that shit was old as crap.
yeah.
It was old as fuck. Now you know what my face looks like when I say shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just it's a whole nother time, and I am grateful for how we're treating women for sure. We're definitely, we still got a ways to go.
We do.
But we're definitely way better than what we were back then. So that's good. I just don't like how everybody's really kind of getting in their feelings about the comedy aspect. I always felt like comedy is that zone to where you should be able to go wherever you want to go. But then, if you're not intentionally trying to hurt anybody, it's always cool to poke at stereotypes and stuff like that. Like, because to be honest, I think, as far as black people, we're pretty lenient with what we get offensive by.
Not until we got divided, man. Like we're more divided now as a people than we were 40 years ago, man. Like we got all these different groups, which everyone has their respectable, cause and what they want their ideals and they want their feelings, heard. But it shouldn't get to a point to where we're just separated as a people. Like we can't just come back together and just like, all right, well, we know where we originated from. We know what we originally need to do. We need to move forward. Like I kind of like the Netflix documentary of Killer Mike's Trigger Warning.
Yeah,
it's pretty good, man. They give you a lot of examples of like us as a people, how behind we are compared to everyone else that's advancing, and how they were able to come here, on different means and, build their way up, although they had certain type of, let's say, leniencies when it came to the law versus us. But still giving the most at what we had and what we established, we still shouldn't be as far back as we are. So we got a long way to go, dog. We got a long way to go, man.
We really do. I mean, it's so much we have to do in order to really just get where we need to be. And it's going to be a constant effort. You know, it's not something that's going to happen overnight. It took a decade for us to get to where we are. And it's only really slight changes. I think overall, everybody's just become more sensitive, which can be good, but it can be bad. You know, like I was saying, we need to leave comedy as a zone that isn't untouched. Now, it goes back to me saying we've been kind of lenient because we've been giving a lot of people free passes on dropping the N-bomb. I could really go down the list.
That's also in that documentary as well, too. There's a scene where that happens.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
I want to show y'all that clip where it was like Jerry Seinfeld, Louis C.K., Chris Rock, and Ricky Gervais all in the same room on the couch, like couches and shit, chatting. And the subject comes up about the N-word. Chris Rock is on to say, yeah, man, I used to say the N-word, and something happened where like one of those dudes, I guess Louis C.K., jumped on the bandwagon and said something like, you were about to call me a nigger, weren't you? And I guess it was just like, it got awkward because he kept saying it. I think he said it about 4 times. I'm going to just play the clip. Let me find that clip real quick, yo. It's worth looking for. We may or may not cut while I'm searching, depending on how quick I am at locating this clip, because this is to show you how, even though we're really, really sensitive these days, it's some things that are progressing the opposite way. And I'm not liking this trend.
Nah, I can't go for that, man. All the notes. I can't.
And then all the blackest white guy I fucking know. And then all the negative things we think about black people. This fucker.
You're saying I'm a nigger.
Yes, you are the niggerest fucking.
Even he said all the negative things that we say about black people. He's the blackest white guy I know. Oh, you think I'm black?
Really?
You could have said that. Did he say you were a nigga? That's a whole nother club, bro.
He went right past security, didn't pay to get in, and just walked right in like, hey, I ain't need no nigga tickets.
Oh, yeah, this is a slick nigga tickets.
Guess where I am? Guess where I am?
Now, granted, this is from some time ago. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I seen a video of this that said it was uploaded about 7 years ago. But still, the fact that Louis C.K. is not canceled.
Oh, he's not?
He's not canceled. He's still around. He's still doing things.
Actually, I heard he recently made a comeback.
He did.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. They're laughing their ass off. He's excited.
Because now he has permission to say it. Watch him.
He could do that.
Well, not permission, he just took it upon himself to enter the conversation.
No, you don't even understand. Really? You don't really know him. Like, I've worked with him.
No, like you've been I wouldn't use it anywhere.
No, exactly. These two.
We
use
say
that
nigger on stage.
on stage.
You guys don't. That's
Yeah.
a nigger on stage.
On stage.
You guys don't. That's
Yeah.
that's the
Two
difference.
teams
That's
here.
the difference
between
That's right. That's right.
We
say
can
nigger
pair
on
up in
stage. You
different
guys
ways,
don't.
but that's definitely a pairing. Who
We
says
say-
nigger on stage? We don't.
Well, you just did.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
You and me say
No,
nigger
no,
in
I'm not.
private.
No.
These two guys. These two guys don't. I don't believe he says it in private
I'm
much.
giving it up just because it's played.
I don't believe it's. I don't think you've ever said it probably in your life. I
No,
don't
no.
think.
And Chris Rock just said he giving it up.
Oh, it's. I mean, it's open season. You know, we in nigger town now.
Yeah, you wore this shit out so much that Chris Rock even sick of it.
No. Yeah, that's the huge difference between you and me. I think.
Well,
That's what I've said
you
it.
found the humor of it.
Yeah.
I haven't found it.
Right.
Nor do I seek it.
I mean,
So-
I'm going to find a way.
Jerry said, you found the humor in it. I haven't found it, nor do I seek it.
The only one who didn't say it.
Jerry's a real ass nigga. I'll say that about you.
Real shit.
Jerry's a real ass nigga.
That's why Wale did a whole album with him.
Yeah. I would go do a album, especially with him having that type of respect for the culture. We didn't have to see black people on Seinfeld to know his stance.
Nope.
So y'all need to go watch Seinfeld. Support that man.
Straight up, man.
He's not finna sit here and clown us out. You know, maybe he does say it privately, but he has enough respect for Chris Rock as an artist to understand that hear him say black people, that sets the gauge. You don't even hear him saying it. If Chris Rock didn't even drop an N-bomb in that bitch and he's the only black person on stage, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
If it was me, I would have slapped all y'all. You and that little giddy ass Ricky Gervais.
While still sipping from my mug. Backhand. Backhand. Backhand.
I would have been juggling the mic between my hand and my foot somehow on some Jackie Chan shit. Like, huh, God, bow. Pop it back up. Catch it. Slap you with the mic. Do a sound check afterwards. That's the kind of shit I'm on. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
1 2.
You know what the 1 2.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, the 1 2 is sick. Y'all ain't ready for the 1 2.
Nah, they ain't.
Y'all was fucked up on the 1. Oh shit. But yeah, you know, and I think this was a precursor to a lot of things that we see, you know, nowadays, from Kramer, from Seinfeld dropping the N-bomb the way he did. I would play that clip, but everybody's seen it. If you hadn't seen it, you need to go whack yourself in the head because you're not up on business. Understand?
Well, y'all been under a rock.
Ooh-wee. This is the podcast, guys. Welcome.
Welcome.
So, of course, we got to get into some old funny shit. We did talk about the past and stuff. We just wanted to get y'all that. I'm glad we ventured there because that felt good to venture there. We actually had a real conversation just now about how Jerry Seinfeld's a real ass nigga.
Kudos, you, Jerry.
Kudos to you, Jerry. So anyway, on the funny entertainment news side of things, we got Artist The Game dissing motherfucking Kanye West.
This one's personal.
Oh, it's personal. Like, this one isn't any subs. Like, you can't be mad at Drake no more, Kanye.
I think he's the least of your worries right now.
Yeah, purple demon emojis, right?
Oh,
Oh, that's scary. You got the game talking about he piped down your bitch. Now let's see you get loud on Instagram and walk by trains and shit. I mean, like, real talk, Kanye. What are you gonna? I really want to see how you gonna respond. The world is waiting. But we're gonna go ahead and play this shit, man. Play this disrespectful ass track.
Oh. Hit him one time.
broke, nigga. I held Kim Kardashian by a throat, nigga. I made her swallow my kids until she choked, nigga. I should apologize, cause you ain't my folks, nigga. This for all them vice lords and folks, nigga. This for all my hound dogs.
Damn.
That shit kind of was rocking though. I kind of want to hear the whole joint. Like, you know, I mean, he said that little line. I wonder is the whole song a diss or is it just like that little piece?
Did he say I apologize because yay my folk, nigga?
I should apologize because you ain't my focus or shit like that.
But you said it.
I remember when fuckers was
Cafe Monster to the
test. I said, like, okay, you gonna get into some other shit. Let's hear that.
Cafe Monster.
Fuck these guys.
Well, no damn monster coffee.
The hell is going on?
Get shit out of here, man. It's just more poison to make y'all doped up on sugar.
You too excited. You don't need any more.
Nah.
You don't need any more, dog. Fuck that shit. Get that out of here. So anyway, hopefully Kanye is gonna get his shit together, man.
We gotta hear a response.
Gotta hear a response. Like, what are you thinking, Kanye? What's going through your mind? Are you still kissing Kim Kardashian? And when you do you pick up the Xbox controller and think of the game?
That is bad.
Hold on. You pick up one of these. It's a hey, I can't play this. No. Can't play this. You can't play this either.
Oh.
Cause that's the game.
Damn, yay.
Ooh.
Don't let him do you like that, man.
You better go put your backpack on. Go draw you a cartoon bear. Go fight the game.
It's time, man. Get on your WWF. It's time to play the game. It's time, man.
It's time to play the game.
It's time, man.
I don't even know how that song goes. I want to know what the fuck are the lyrics. Cause all I know is like, it's all about the game. And I like to play it off. And I like to play it all day off.
Time to play the game. You don't want to, you don't want no me. I'll show you.
We're gonna pull that shit up. Just
yeah, run the clip, man. We gotta see how close we are to this shit, man.
run the clip, 'cause I don't know now.
I believe we could get away with that. We was playing Rock Band. That would go. The lyrics would slide, man.
We gotta sing it with it so they don't demonetize us.
That's right. Yeah. So we went all the way there.
I'm crying and my eyes burn. Oh, they burn. They burn like two ways.
Oh,
Double entendre. Okay, Triple H theme song.
I think the artist is. It's not Rammstein. It's Motorhead.
Yeah, there it is. I think this is it. I don't know why it's called My Time. Should be called Play the Game. Oh, it's time to play the game.
My time.
It's time to play the game, I guess. That shit look cool.
1, 2, is this on?
Oh, that's the other one.
You never understand anything going on stage. You want to? It's on.
That's the other one. That's the other one. I think I forgot the band's name.
Damn, he done had that many theme songs. I think this is the one. I hope this is just his Titantron with the music.
That's the one.
Time to play the game.
They rocking, man.
It's all about the game, and how you play it. It's all about control, and if you can take it, it's all about your debt. And if you can pay it, it's all about pain. And who's gonna make it? I am the game.
Make it.
You don't wanna play me, I am control.
I got the game and you don't want to play me, son. I don't know that's a crazy. It's catchy though.
That's how Kanye is gonna be trained. Okay, you can listen to that very song right there. In training. Get ready.
I wish I'm gonna make a clip of Kanye looking crazy at cameras to the Triple H music. I got to. Just because of this whole it's time to play the game and just have him looking scared. Plenty of clips of him like that.
Oh yeah, man.
Scared ass Kanye. That's it about the demon emojis. Okay, that was a pretty good segue, dog. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I guess we can go ahead and get on to another thing I thought was interesting that I want to bring up to you guys. This is a rather long video, so this is where I'm at to ask you guys to do your homework. You gotta get one of these.
Gotta have that.
Gotta have this, along with the little old school eraser, because you already know. Whoa.
Hey, that's not supposed to happen.
This was not planned.
Whoa.
I'll put that back on there. And apparently this is why you don't take off the eraser after you put it on. You
That's delicate.
wear this shit out. All right, anyway, do your homework because I'm going to show you a little bit, but not too much. This is about giants.
In Maine, giant skeleton was found, and with it, iron implements.
Look at that. Now, just to debunk what's going on here, let you guys know, this is a picture of a gigantic skull head. Look how many people have to carry it. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people for just a head. So we're going to go a little further on into the video a little bit. But there's all type of examples and pictures of individuals that were found. In one place, they found about 3,000 people who were all at least 7 feet or taller. So the shortest people being 7 feet, some change, and the tallest being above 9 feet.
Yeah, that's almost as tall as a house.
And they found these things all over like the world and shit. So there was apparently a race of giant people.
Yeah. I remember they said they found some in Iran, of course, Afghanistan. Over there when, of course, they went over for the war, a lot of these things were being unearthed, man. So that's kept under wraps. But there's no denying it, man. I mean, people have their spiritual texts that they read, their religious texts that they read, and those texts even depict of giants. So I'm not saying that there still aren't giants now. Maybe there is a fucking Cyclops Island. And that is where they keep all the giants for now. We don't know. But this shit is very real. Like, there's no denying this, man.
No denying it. So I just need you to know that giants are real. They were real. And, you know, look at Jack and the Beanstalk story a little bit differently. I think that didn't that have something to do with a giant? No.
Fee, fi, fo, from.
Oh, it does, yeah.
Some shit of an Englishman.
It came in at somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, Jack went up there, like, I'll take some shit and ran into a giant.
Oh.
This is up in the clouds, so.
That's insane.
Yeah. A beanstalk took him that high up in the clouds with the giant. So when the giant actually fell down through the clouds.
And you know what else is really funny? There's actually, because they said that these people were mostly Indian people. So there were stories of giant Indians. And the funny thing about it is there's actually a superhero that grows to a giant Indian and then shrinks to a tinier person. Well, he can just shrink back to normal size. He basically can grow really, really big like a giant. So I will show you a clip of that, but I'm just, I don't even know his name.
I mean, just look at the structures built for Shiva the Destroyer, man. Like in India, like you were saying, man. Like, there's no way people our size could have carved something like that into, a cave, stone. There's no way. We didn't have the technology back then. So how was that done?
Mm-hmm. It answers a lot of questions that we once wondered about. Pyramids and things of that nature. There were probably individuals there that were stronger than other individuals, bigger than other individuals, and able to do superhuman-like things.
Fucking giants, man.
So, do your research, do your homework. I just wanted to share that with you. Newsflash, giants are real. Get over it. If you're not over it, get over it. Learn about it and then get over it. Because there's way much more to break into there. Because
on water, though he currently has it rigged to run as a water and gasoline hybrid.
His numerous devices supposedly achieve super efficiency rates by recycling excess energy through
A little bit of heat goes hand.
look at all these different shits going. Like all these different shits going on. This is nothing you do your research on. World-changing device locked away by Illuminati. All types of devices that have been created that could easily replace certain things we got going on.
Free energy.
Yeah.
Free Wi-Fi, free internet.
The material in this is made of, one rod is made of 73 different elements. There's plenty of energy there. Now, as I run this up the rod, you can see.
Let me get a little closer there, okay.
These are Christmas tree lights. 110 volts. This is a 25 watt bulb.
Yeah, so that's basically free energy. There ain't no wires connected to that device that man's using. It's just magnetic power. And
Nikola Tesla, folks. That's where Elon Musk decided to name his company after Tesla, who also ties into time travel. Like, a lot of inventors that in the 19th century invented all of these things for us, but we're still not using it freely in this modern day and age. We're so behind.
Mm-hmm.
Like I always say, man, we're behind. So it's up to us, the people, to band together, fight the radicals, get to this free energy, make the world a better place, start cleaning it up, because I don't like the way we headed, man. The year 2066, if those images are real from what we saw, what we're potentially headed to, then it's going to look like an episode of Captain Planet, man.
Yeah.
That drastic. So we got to make some changes. Seriously.
That means each and every one of you guys need to do your part. We don't want to have our world become a landfill and stuff. We got to start getting some biodegradable things and start using stuff that actually dissolves, paper bags and shit like that.
I see there's plates that you can actually eat, forks that you can actually eat, like it's made from a plant-based material. And after you're done eating it, you can literally eat what you had on your plate. Eat the whole shit.
I wonder, is it mint flavored? And once you bite into it, that should be dope.
I'm sure they got different kinds. Like it's still in the experimental process, man. But I'm gonna invest into that. Like that any type of biodegradable, cutlery, silverware, plasticware, whatever. That's where we need to be headed.
Cause I don't even know why we hadn't made like an edible chopstick yet.
Edible chapstick?
Chopstick.
Oh, edible chopstick. Oh, that'd be good, man.
Patent it. Trademark. If it didn't happen already, fuck you. This video's dated. There you go. Get all of that.
Boy.
Get all of that. Every single one of those belong to whoever's trying to steal that idea. We said it here first. January 27th. So there you go. Anyway, I start thinking about things before I do it, man. Research stuff while I say it. It might be the new move.
Oh yeah.
Fucking edible chopsticks. Okay. Put some flavors in there. Okay. Anyway, fuck it. We're talking about the world changing device lock. There's so many shits that mind is opened up to now, guys. Apparently, Donald Trump may be a time traveler. There's basically this book called The Missing Underground Adventures of Baron Trump. I'll give you the brief synopsis of what's going on, basically. So about 100 some odd years ago, something like that, a good 100 and something, about 140 some years ago, somebody wrote a book called The Underground Adventures of Baron Trump. Now, Trump has a son named Baron. So there's a lot of correlation there. Baron Trump, the son's named Baron. But what's even more odd is the son, well, not the son, let's call him Baron for this. Baron basically somehow got a hold to a time machine and started going back in time, this, that, and the other. And the funny thing is there's a real life correlation between Trump's and time travel. And pretty much, what's his name? The Tesla dude, what's his name?
Nikola Tesla.
Nikola Tesla basically made like schematics for a time machine and on record. So everything I heard as far as my research, he said like it's possible, but the technology just wasn't there at his time. So he passed away.
To his knowledge, it wasn't, but due to other researchers and other physicists and, scholars, there's actually a scientist, can't remember her name, but I remember hearing it on a lecture, that it was actually a female scientist. She was so bad. She made Einstein look like a sixth grade chemistry student, man. This is how bad she was. And of course, her lab was raided. All of her equipment was taken. But she had technology out there that where she could actually, all she needed was a picture of someone. And she could very much find them throughout history and be basically looking at them. This is how dope her technology was. I can't tell you what it is, but please do your research just based off of that idea. Maybe you guys can come up with something. Let us know in the comments, whatever, if you think is all hocus pocus, or if you actually are interested in about this or intrigued. But this is some real shit. Like this time travel stuff. What my bro was saying, like Tesla, to his knowledge, that it wasn't capable, but as you can see, we wouldn't have a book written about it and a sequel written about it if it wasn't available at that time. So, please, bro.
Yeah. You're right, man. So I agree with you, man. If there was a book written about it, then there had to be some technology there to support it. That's the beautiful thing about that, the possibilities. And what I'm thinking to myself is if time travel was created at any point, it's created, it's at all points, basically. It's possible anywhere because it's time travel. We don't have to wait to see what time travel would be like. Somebody's doing it from the future because that's how the future works.
Yeah. Past, present, and future all exist on one plane.
Mm.
The concept of time is man-made. We go by a time based off of what man created, dating back to the Gregorian calendar made by Pope Gregory, the first pope. That timeline is what we've been going by ever since. Almanacs, your scientists, your astronomers, they look at the way the Earth rotates based off its axis, which direction it goes. And this is the time that they have created for the time realm that we exist in. But how do we know that outside of Earth, Mars, Mercury, outside millions galaxies, light years away. What is their timeline? How are they able to continue to go back and forth through where we are? And still, we don't have that full grasp that time is infinite. There is no such thing as time. This is just something that we're all tailored to, I guess, conduct ourselves in society. But time travel, you have to think beyond that. You have to think past that. It's almost like taking a sheet of paper and putting a cup on it. And you put the cup on top of the sheet of paper. And as your hand is holding that paper up with the cup, all of that is one existing line. So in order for you to jump from the cup to the paper to the hand, that's one specific leap through. But as humans, we can't move that fast. That's way faster than the speed of light. So how do you break that playing field? That's what that technology is catered towards, man.
I remember reports even said Nikola Tesla said he made a time machine and he could see the present, past, and future at one time. And that's synonymous with what you were just saying. So they all do exist on the same plane. It's just almost stacked on top of each other, layer style, to where you can't really see it. So everything that already happened probably happened in infinite different universes and shit like that. You can go to different. There's probably like a universe to where I'm like a millionaire in it, and he's like a millionaire in it, and we're like two millionaires who don't even know each other. That's crazy.
Yeah, infinite possibilities, man.
End up doing business together at some point. Become best friends later on in life. Crazy. That's how that shit could go. I mean, it sounds far fetched, but prove me wrong.
Yeah, real shit. Real shit.
You can't do it. It's ways to where it can be done, but you can't do it. You can't do it. I gotta take advantage of the 3D. I'm just fucking with you.
Smashing your shit.
But yeah. And the last thing on the docket, and this is one of the things that I really love talking about. I'm going to show you guys what we're talking about here. Legal medical marijuana sales cultivation proposed in Georgia. So legislators will consider bills next year to allow medical marijuana to be grown in Georgia and sold to patients after a state commission unanimously endorsed the proposal. The group studying Georgia's medical marijuana laws voted last week to pursue legislation that will license marijuana growers, manufacturers, and dispensaries.
Bet your mama sweet ass.
Let me tell you what that means. You guys just heard me say a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. But let's say there's this guy that likes to, he's really good with plants. He likes to grow stuff. This guy could get paid for his hard work. This guy could also be helping people with their medical needs. He could be licensed and he could make money and help supply what people need for their medicine, the herbal medicine that they need. So that's a beautiful thing that we're taking that step there. I really feel like that's beautiful.
Beautiful, man.
Because you already know we finna try to get our licenses and we're going to grow our own weed. We're going to call it something crazy. I'm not telling y'all on the podcast.
Oh, no.
Not till it's out.
Now, we do give you this little bit of information. If you don't know, now in Georgia is actually legal. Well, it was signed in the bill federally, but of course that falls under Georgia because we are a state under the federal law. You are able to grow hemp in your yard. You can legally grow hemp because hemp is now legal. Only thing is the hemp can have no more than, I think it's 0.5%. So that's some Reginald, Reggie rough of the minimal that you can have. I mean, of course, if you're going to smoke that, but I mean, hemp has so many other, good benefits for you, good possibilities. You can eat it, build with it. You can make clothing from it. There's so many materials you can use. The founding fathers of this country, they used to use that. Then later on down the line, due to certain type of trades and industrial labor, hemp was kind of phased out because of how cheap it was to produce and what you can get from it. So now it's making a comeback. So with you being able to grow hemp, also you should be that closer, what my bro just read, to growing actual full THC weed plant, female, male, all together, and you get all the benefits of it. Fuck that Monsanto shit. Y'all watch y'all weed. Y'all don't want to get weed from them guys because you already seen Buddy in the news that sued them in California that got a large payoff for what it did to his life. So, be cautious of those Monsanto products because they're going to be pushing that now too as well. So watch your weed.
Watch your weed, because now that it's just like anything that becomes regulated, you now have to really make sure you're getting things from reliable sources, the same way you do your food. So there's definitely some all-natural growers out there, I'm sure about it. There'll definitely be some that, because I'm pretty sure I'm smoking all natural. I've been smoking all natural. So I'm pretty sure around that time there will be some more all natural. It is more natural. I mean, I just know it is. So, yeah. It's an exciting time, guys. Not only will we be helping those in need, but of course, we're also in need of medicinal marijuana cards and stuff because of our particular elements and stuff of that nature. I definitely suffer from anxiety, and my bro suffers from anxiety as well. So we're both two anxiety suffering individuals.
Yes, we've gone through some trauma, so that's one way to kind of start the healing. Relax and make us normal like you guys.
Yeah,
because everybody wants to be normal.
Exactly, but we're at a disadvantage now because we can't get what we need medically. We can't get a prescription for this. We want to be able to go to a pharmaceutical and get the proper medicines that we need. So this is a great move towards not only helping us, but helping thousands of other people. So this is great. I'm real excited about this, and it's going to be a beautiful time, man. It's going to be beautiful.
Man, lovely. Excited, man. It's what we've all been waiting for. It's been the push. We just now need for it to come. And I believe a lot of people are going to become profitable from this business. And also going to help a lot of people as well. Help them cope with more. Maybe we'll have a lot more conversations, versus, less violence. So that's what we need, people. That's what we need.
Exactly what we need. So, with that being said, I think we might as well wrap this thing up. We ran it pretty long. It's good to have you back. I know you guys are like, what the fuck is going on? Where's Let's Get Paid podcast? We had to definitely get a few things in order or whatever. Make sure things are like lining up as far as like the audios and stuff like that. Really wasn't that much exciting news going on for a second. It was a little bit of a dry spell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's here now, folks. 2019, we're almost rolling into February, so it's begun. If you haven't begun to commit to those resolutions you made or, those changes you want to make, it's still not too late. You're only rolling into the second month, so, stick to it. Make that change.
Make that change because it's real important that you get that change done. And, yeah, we're real excited to have you guys going with us in the 2019. I do appreciate the viewership. YouTube, what up? SoundCloud, what up? We're gonna definitely keep this shit rocking. Y'all been rocking with us. We're gonna keep rocking with y'all. So it's might even be on iTunes or not. I gotta check that, but iTunes. So what up? Shit, holla at us though. Get in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm gonna have a link in the comment to this video on YouTube. So if you could do me a favor and just go there, click that link. hit subscribe. You don't even have to watch the video. But if you want to give us that extra view, that'll be fine too. Much it'll be appreciated. It's definitely a form to support the channel, support us. Because our goal is to give you, we're any money that I make, any money that we make and I make off of this whole internet shit is going towards improving that internet shit. So we got visuals now. They could be better than this. We could have better software. We could get more mics. We could get more soundproofing for the room. It's a lot of things we can get, guys. So, definitely I'm gonna do my best to get what I can and stuff like that. He's been doing his best to get what he can. He's definitely added some things. And we're definitely gonna just keep on adding what we can to it, but we could always use the help. So, I'm just throwing that out there. This is no money out of your pocket to hit subscribe and no money out of your pocket to press play real quick, So I do appreciate, those who've been doing it without even having that in mind. So thank you for that.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it, Cook. Thank you, folks.
Oh, yeah, we're going to give you a huge thumbs up.
Yeah. Thumbs up. ATL shit. Yeah.
I would do mine, but it's just, I can't do mine right now. Just, I have a southern voice situation too. So, that's my Sega boy calling me, meaning we should definitely wrap this shit up. Anything you want to say to the people before we dash out, man?
Appreciate you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the very first live podcast. There's going to be many more to come.
Oh, yeah.
We want y'all to be safe, be wise, and be fruitful. So whatever you plant as your seed, make sure you see that crop grow.
I like that. Very wise words. On that note, we out.
Peace.